Good morning, welcome. My name is Sally Myers, and I am the founder of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce Student of the Month program. And isn't it a great day in Temecula? It is. So we are excited to be here. I'd like to ask you all to please stand, and Monty Sharp with Student Venture will come forward and lead us in prayer. And Tim Ritter, our superintendent of the Temecula Valley Unified School District, will also come forward and lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Welcome, Monty.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
Good.
You look good, so that helps. We've got 2 weeks. What's happening in 2 weeks? Thanksgiving, yeah. And it's a really good day. But I'm going to read a study. There's a compilation of 40 studies that were put together on Thanksgiving and gratitude. And this is what those 40 studies, scientific studies, found. You ready for this? We need to be thankful. It says you're less materialistic, less self-centered, more optimistic, increased self-esteem, more spiritual, you have better feelings, good feelings on a regular basis, you're more relaxed, more resilient, less envious, you have happier memories, you're more social, your marriages are healthier, you're kinder, you have more friendships, you have deeper relationships, you have improved sleep. That alone is worth it, right? You have less sickness, greater longevity, increased energy, you have a propensity to exercise more, you have better management skills from the standpoint of career, improved networking skills, you're more goal achievement oriented, you have improved decision making, and you have increased productivity. We need to be thankful, huh? I guess that's why the Lord said, be thankful in all things. So we're going to thank him right now. Would you pray with me? Father, we just thank you for all the blessings that you've given us. And Lord, there's so many of them in this room. These young men and women that have, Lord, overcome great difficulties, have become great achievers. They've become more than victors. Lord, they have been victorious in all the things that they're doing. Lord, those that have been given great skills and abilities and intellect, Lord, they've used them to be able to honor you, to be able to bless their community, to be able to achieve great things. Lord, for the great parents that have undergirded them, the teachers, a community that is here supporting them. Lord, we have so much to be thankful for today. And so, Lord, help us to have that attitude of gratitude always. Lord, to honor you and to be able to reap the benefits that we just got through reading about. Father, we ask that in Jesus' name, and all God's people said, Amen. Amen. Thank you all.
Good morning. Will you please join me in recognizing this amazing country we live in and the freedoms we have by reciting our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to this flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you. Thank you, and we are very thankful for both of you gentlemen. And Monty, I just want to give a little shout out because it's been 26 years that you've been praying at Student of the Month for all of our programs. And I believe you, yes, and so let's give him a great round of applause. And as Monty and his lovely wife Karen and I were talking a few weeks ago, we realized that they started their ministry about 34 years ago, and that's when we opened up the very first Sizzler in Temecula 34 years ago. And so it's kind of fun to know that we've been following that same line. So thank you very much. We appreciate it, Monty, for all that you do. So with the Student of the Month program in Temecula, we are celebrating 26 years of honoring outstanding high school, college-bound seniors. And so it is just a pleasure to be able to be here today and to know that our community has supported this program for 26 years. This was the beginning program. And once we started this program, we moved up to Murrieta in '85 and then over to Lake Elsinore and Paris Menifee. So there's actually 4 programs like this a month that we do. And you can imagine we have introduced and recognized about 8,000 students in those 26 years. And that may sound like a lot of students, and it is. However, when students that are in your high school alone, and you think that you are the student that's being selected, that is big. And so we really want to congratulate you for that. And the neat thing about our program is that it has really been cherished and respected by other communities as well. So for example, Vista has a program, and it was started because a Linfield family that was being honored, their dad happens to be part of the chamber in Vista. So he went back to his chamber and said, we have to have one of these programs. And the same thing has happened. One of our great sponsors, Altura Credit Union, said, Sally, we love this program. Can you bring it to Hemet and San Jacinto? And I said, no, but you can. And so we trained her up, and she's doing it now in Hemet and San Jacinto and Banning Beaumont and in Moreno Valley. And I heard last month that Escondido just started one because of their friends from Vista. So this program is really blossoming, and Monty, it's because of thankfulness and God's grace, so we appreciate that very much. So the mission statement of our program today is the same as it was 26 years ago when we began. And for all of our families and our grandma that's here today, it's important for you to know the mission statement because it's how your son or daughter was selected. And so we are a nonprofit organization that's honoring high school, college-bound seniors for their character, their love of learning, how you all juggle numerous activities from campus activities to community service to athletics, or persevering through challenging life circumstances, all in a setting that honors God, our country, community, family, and for those of us in business, what we call free enterprise. And so I don't know where you can go and get that all under one roof, but you do here at Student of the Month. And what's really a blessing about our students is that they're not just being honored because they have great grades, which we know you have great grades, or you have a laundry list of activities, which we know you have that too, but it's who you are as a person. It's what sets you apart. It's those passions. It's how you've made a difference. So you're coming here today to share your story. And I know you don't have a lot of time, but it's amazing in the time we have what we learn about you and the appreciation that you have for others and your family, and we love hearing from our mentor teachers and our parents. So we're going to have a great morning. So please enjoy yourselves. I would like to introduce our students and principals to you. And so when I call your name, please stand. So the Linfield Christian High School, our principal is Holly Wilson, and our student is Alexandra Perez. So Alexandra, if you and your family mentor teacher would please stand, that would be awesome. Thank you. Temecula Valley High School, representing our principal, Alan Williams, is Sophia Hernandez, and our student is Kirsten Dunaway, and your family and mentor teacher, everyone please stand. And little sister. That is awesome. From Rancho Vista High School, our principal, Reggie Ingram, and our student is Lauren De La Grage. Now, Lauren is not here today, but Reggie is going to share about her a little bit, so we'll look forward to that. And Reggie, you also represent Susan H. Nelson High School, and our student is Isabella Firstel. And Isabella, if you and your family and mentor teacher would please stand. From Chaparral High School, representing Nicole Deas, assistant principal David Schottleman, or Slotman, thank you, I had to make sure I want to get that right. And our student is Andra Deacon, and your family and mentor teacher, please stand. And our final school this morning is Great Oak High School, principal Amy Ricken, and our student is Elise Otrosky, and your family and mentor teacher, please stand. And grandma, got grandma, stay together. Congratulations to you. I'm now very pleased to introduce, representing our Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce, Temecula board member, David Bechet. So he's going to come forward and share a few words and speak on behalf of the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce and show off a certificate. And as David is coming forward, I just have to say, We are dear friends. You know, he has Corner Bakery, Jack in the Box, and Denny's, and all of us food folks. We just really admire and appreciate one another. And David is just a fabulous contributor to our community.
Well,
so
thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody. What a wonderful program. Good morning. How are you? What a wonderful program. We've been honored to be a part of it as a sponsor and also as a board member for the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you very much for putting it together. Thank you for everybody that shows up to these events. It's just quite an honor to see these young students that come in and share their story and share their success with us. So thank you. Congratulations to everybody. And on behalf of the Chamber, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you, David, for that. I now would like to introduce our volunteers, because as you know, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself. And boy, do I surround myself with some good folks. And the first one I want to introduce is the chair of our program, Brooke Nunn from the Temecula Valley Chamber of Commerce. So Miss Brooke, no, you need to stand. I know you can just squish out because she does, okay, now hear this, everything, okay? That's what she does. So she's absolutely awesome. And I just want to thank you so much, Brooke, for all that you do for the Chamber and for our program. We also have Jerry Selway, and she was with Pacific Western Bank, and she is our gift queen. Is Miss Jerry here? She had to take off. So, well, she's the gift queen, meaning she gets to put together all the gift bags, and that is fun stuff, let me tell you. So we appreciate her. And then we also have Dan Stake with Alta Pacific Bank, and he is the man that's the greeter with the great big smile here. So we appreciate you, Dan. Thank you much for your hospitality. Appreciate it. And our dear friend, Marcia McDonald. So Marcia has been with the Temecula Valley Unified School District at Temecula Valley High School, retired. And they said, nope, you got to come back. So she is back, and she does so many neat things. And we met one night late in the grocery store, because that's kind of when we find time to shop. And when she said she was retired, I said, do you have anything to do? No. So we snatched her for Student of the Month program. And right after that, you went back to work. And they just love you, too. So thank you so much for all you do. And Laura Boss, she is with Temecula Valley Unified School District. She is our public information officer, and she takes pictures, she writes articles, she makes sure that all of the media in town get to know your great stories. So thank you very much, Miss Laura. I'd like to introduce our business sponsors, and if you open your program, you will see that we have all types of sponsors, breakfast sponsors, scholarship sponsors, gift sponsors, and we have quite a few of you here this morning. So I'd like to share who is here and introduce you. From Azusa Pacific University, Gloria Walnick. Miss Gloria, where are you? Oh, there's Gloria in the back. Thank you, Miss Gloria. And Donna San Miguel with Cal State San Marcos University. Miss Donna is, where's Donna? Oh, she just stepped out. Okay, awesome. And Al Rubio, DCH Auto Group, Temecula. All right, where we got our Jeep. There we go. I want you to know I'm an official Jeeper now, Al, just because of you. Yes, I am. The trails, they call my name every day. Now, from Eastern Municipal Water District, one of our newest sponsors, Malia Ortloff. There's Miss Malia right here. Thank you so much. And they joined us all throughout the valley, so they are just a great new partner of our program. And we have Loma Linda University Medical Center with Catherine Pepe. Miss Catherine, how are you? Good to see you. And from Mount San Jacinto College, let me tell you, we have the whole professor team here today, I think, with us, or the whole administrative team. We have Elizabeth Erickson, and we have with us Jared Davis and Morris Meyer. So thank you very much for being here today. And Dr. David Horner with Motion Sports MD. This is where you go when you want to move. He's great. You go see him. He's wonderful. I think my dad did this commercial for some doctor, and he says, I just like to get sick because I get to go see my doctor. So, so we love seeing you. And Rancho California Water District is Grace Cardenas here, because I haven't seen Grace. She was thinking she was going to get to come today. They're one of our newest sponsors. And the Rotary Club of Temecula, their president, Lisa Locke. Any Rotarians in the room? I know there are several. Miss Debbie, all right, very good, thank you. And the other, we got lots of Debbies here. And Al, okay. So I would now like to introduce our media sponsors. As you see, we have these lights, camera, action going on here this morning, and that means that you're all going to be televised. It's going to be aired on Time Warner Cable Television, compliments of the City of Temecula, of course. And our sponsors are CR&R, La Pointe Wealth Management, and Group Run Production, which is Stephen Ashby behind the camera here. He drives over the Ortega Highway to come do this for us, so thank you very much. And the City of Temecula, and I'm so excited. I got to meet for the second time today Christine Damko. So Christine, if you want to please stand, and I know that you do amazing work representing the City of Temecula, so thank you for being here today, and thank you for the city sponsorship. Appreciate that. Thank you. So our program is really unique and special because we have a scholarship that is given to our Students of the Year. And so you might say, well, how do I become Student of the Year? Well, I'm going to tell you. You're in the right spot because you have to be Student of the Month first. And then Brooke from the Chamber will prepare this very competitive scholarship application with a couple short essay questions, and then you're going to write down all kinds of things that you've done and accomplished this year. And then she's going to call in judges, and they're going to judge all the scholarships against the students from your own school. So you will be competing with students from your own school, and that's important to know because you want to make sure on your application you let everybody know, or at least you write everything down that you're doing so that the judges know everything about you. All right, so that's very important. Don't be shy. Just write everything down, and then the judges will select one Student of the Year from each of our schools. You will come back to a final breakfast in May, and we will honor you with the great scholarship. And right now our scholarship is approximately $1,200 per Student of the Year. So that's a nice little chunk of change to add to probably other scholarships that you may be receiving as well. So we're excited about that, and we have several of our sponsors here today, and I want to introduce them to you. We have Abbott, and they've been with us for years and years, and we're just so grateful for them. We have Ray Evans and Jim Niederrecker, so if you gentlemen want to stand, and thank you very much. Very generous to our program. Alta Pacific Bank with Dan Stake, so thank you again, Dan. And David Bechet with Bechet Enterprises. Let's give you all a nice round of applause. Eastern Municipal Water District with Malia Ortloff. So thank you, Malia. And we also have our special friends from Mount San Jacinto College, Elizabeth Erickson, Jared Davis, and Morris Myers. So thank you very much. Pacific Western Bank and Jerry Selway, and PKC Kubler, one of our wonderful local accounting firms with Karen Pepe and Linda Bartholomew. So thank you ladies very much. And so those are all of our sponsors that are here, to my knowledge. And then if you are a Student of the Year, you get some extra special gifts, which is really exciting. So Bechet Enterprises, Dave Bechet, puts together a special package for you from Corner Bakery, and our friends from Chick-fil-A will do something. Costco gives us this huge, did I say huge, beach towel, and you get something special from CR&R, the Linfield Christian School, so thank you, Holly. Loma Linda University will give you like a gold medal, because you're like our Olympic athlete. And Nash Dental Care, and Jeff Kurtz is here from the Promenade in Temecula, and he will have a special gift for you as well. So Jeff, you're the general manager of the Promenade, so I want everybody to meet you because this is where we do all of our shopping. We just have so many generous gift sponsors. I'd now like to introduce our dignitaries. They're going to take just a few short seconds to give their best congratulations and some words of wisdom, and they're going to speak in this order. From the City of Temecula, Christine Damko, and our Senator Jeff Stone's office will be Debbie Herrera. From Assemblywoman Melissa Melinda's office, Samantha Stillwell. And I don't believe we have anyone here from Marie Waldron's office unless I missed them. And we also have then with us our superintendent who will be concluding our remarks from the superintendent of Temecula Valley Unified School District, got a little tongue-tied, Mr. Tim Ritter. So thank you, Christine. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sally. By the way, my name is Christine Damko. I represent the city of Temecula. I manage their economic development efforts. I'm also a Temecula Valley Unified School District graduate. I graduated from the Temecula Valley High School, so go Bears. My sister was the first graduating class from Chaparral High School, so Pumas. And then my kids will be going to Great Oak High School. My oldest is 7, so I don't know. So I have roots in the Temecula Valley Unified School District. On behalf of the city of Temecula, we wanted to congratulate our students of the month. One reason why Temecula is so special is because of the people. And our youth, you guys in this room, is a huge part of what makes Temecula special. So in your gift bags that you'll be receiving, you'll see a certificate, a beautiful certificate of achievement from the city of Temecula. It's signed by our mayor, Mary Ann Edwards. And again, on behalf of the city of Temecula, congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Debbie Herrera here on behalf of Senator Jeff Stone. This is our boss, Glenn Miller, our district director, who came all the way down from Indio to be here at this special award ceremony this morning, and he has a few words he'd like to share with you.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I do quite a few of these student of the months throughout the whole district. Our district actually runs from the Colorado River through Morongo, over the hill, takes in Idlewild, Anza, Gardner Valley, French Valley, and goes all the way to the tip of Corona. So I'm very impressed not only with the students that are here, but also the commitments from the principal and all the business community that's giving back to this. It's very important. You are our future, and listen to some of the stories that I've heard when I've been here before. Really gives me the opportunity to really realize how great our country is, but also what great students and teachers we have, and family members, your parents that are pushing forward the ideas of what they have to use so that you can be successful and take the reins of this community. As our next senator, our next mayor, our next governor, or whatever else you want to be successful at as a business owner or whatever it is, a professional person of some kind. So that's an honor to be here. Each one of you that was Student of the Month will have a certificate signed by the senator in your packages. We appreciate all you do. We do appreciate that you're giving that extra effort, because anything you can do, your teachers have the best interest in heart of making sure that you get the education you want, and they've done a wonderful job. But we also have something we call There Ought to Be a Law, and we've done it for the last 2 years. It's on the table there. It kind of comes up with what you think legislation-wise that the senator can run for you. We've done 2 bills. Both of them have been on the other side of the hill. They're actually get to go up to the state capitol, get to sit in on a hearing. They get to talk at a committee about what their bill is and get to push it forward. You get to see the process in place. So please look at it. There's an opportunity for you to come up with a law that you might think that's going to help the state of California be a better place to live. So look at that and see what you can do. And we're very honored to be here, and on behalf of the Senator Stone, and we're thinking of all our veterans, our men and women that are out there protecting us today. Veterans Day is coming up. Please say hello to your servicemen, and especially our first responders who are out there working. So thank you very much. And Sizzler, I want to say God bless you for all you do for us, because this is amazing, and thank all of you for what you do.
If we could have Sally Myers come up, please. Sally doesn't know about this. Actually, nobody does. We're very excited. Come on up. So working for this senator, every year this state allows the senator to choose a large business of the year. And I'm proud to announce today that Sizzler, BMW Management, is Senator Stone's large business of the year. Sally has no idea till right now. So I thought this is a perfect place to talk about it, because when we were asked to choose one, I automatically said Sally because of her Student of the Month program. Sally's involved in everything in the community, so there's many reasons why she's the large business of the year, but my favorite is the Student of the Month. This is the most perfect way to start any morning. So I want to announce it. It's going to be a big deal. We're going to be doing it here. Sally doesn't even know that yet, so she can invite family and friends. The senator's going to present a resolution, which will be an official document recorded in the state of California. It's a really big deal. We'll let you know when that's going to be. And I just want to do that, announce it in front of everybody who loves you and loves Student of the Month. So congratulations.
Thank you for being seated.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Samantha. I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez, and I'm sure it comes to no surprise that we have another certificate for you. You're going to get a lot of those tonight, and I'm sure your parents are proudly going to display them, hang them up throughout your house, which they should, because this is a very momentous occasion. I want to congratulate you all for all of your achievements. I know it was not easy, all of those sleepless nights studying and your parents encouraging you, okay, time to go to bed, and you're telling them, no, I still have to finish this paper. So congratulations, continue going through school and the workforce and whatever you do next with, the same determination. So congratulations.
Good morning again. My name is Tim Ritter. I am honored to serve this community as superintendent of Temecula Valley Unified School District. Backwards design. Students, people in this room, I mean, start with the end in mind and work towards that goal. And every time that I have an opportunity to come here, there are three things that I want to communicate. I want to add a little bit to that. I start typically by wanting to make sure that I communicate to those in this room who have contributed to this day and beyond this day, have contributed to this community and the educational programs within this community in such a significant way. It is greatly appreciated. There is no way that we have the programs, be them public or private, in terms of our educational sector in Temecula Valley without a supportive community. And it speaks volumes to the individuals within this room, the commitment you have made to support not only our programs, but more importantly, our students. Students, this is a big deal today. I came from a community 17 years ago where Student of the Month was a bumper sticker. In this community, it's beyond that. In this community, it is truly celebration. It is truly about recognizing who you are and the contributions you are making. And this community is investing in that to make sure that you understand how important the contributions you are making are. And so you continue to do those things. Today, you've heard it. You have business owners, you have service groups, you have elected officials, your principals, your teachers, your parents are here today, all to celebrate you, not just as a student, but as an individual who's making a difference. But before I go into you, I do want to just kind of piggyback on the recognition that Sally's receiving. In my life, I have met few people that I truly believe are visionaries. We all have visions. We all have dreams. We have aspirations. We believe in things. But a true visionary is somebody who has that vision and brings it to fruition through action. And that is what Sally has done with Student of the Month and many other things. So again, Sally, I believe that the recognition is well deserved, and congratulations. For the students here, the other part of my message is to you on a very personal way, in a very personal way. There are 6 of you being recognized today. And when you think about, as Sally mentioned earlier, the number of students who are not being recognized today, that on its own speaks to the special place you hold in your school community. But I want to caution you, and it's not a caution like dread and fear, it's just I want to make sure that you discern in a way when you're standing up here, please listen to what is being said about you as a human being. Listen to what is being said about you as a contributor. It's very easy and well-deserved to believe that you're here today because of your academic prowess, or your skill set as a gifted athlete or an artist, or that you're a leader on campus. And those are all things we celebrate, and those are all things that we believe have value and contribute. But it is truly the intrinsic behaviors, those things that are pure to you, that I believe has set you apart. Your teachers, your administrators at your sites were given an opportunity to recognize a single student this month. And I doubt that they went to the grade systems to look at your GPA. I doubt that it was about whether or not you're the captain of a team. It was more about the impact you are making in the lives of the people around you at your campus. And that's critical to discern. It's so important that you hear that and that you recognize that and that you continue to foster those skills and those gifts that are yours and that make you stand out and make you different. Those are the things that are going to carry you as you move on to your new endeavors. And those are the contributions I hope that you will continue to make to a society at large. So thank you for who you are. I look forward to hearing your stories. And most importantly, congratulations.
Mr. Ritter, you are always so eloquent, and I love everything you have to say, so thank you so much. And to our wonderful Senator Stone, this is so exciting. I'm just so excited, and I have to say that I go to Sacramento a lot because my husband and I have Sizzlers up there, and there have been numerous times when I've been on the plane coming home on Thursday, and Jeff's been there with other of our local legislators, and we just had the best time just carrying on. You know, we've got all the world's problems solved and all the tax situations solved and everything like that, so it's really a lot of fun. So tell them thank you. We're really quite honored. Appreciate that very much. We are now going to introduce our students and do our presentation of students, and so we're looking forward to that. And just want to tell you a little bit about the order. And actually, you know what, I just realized I skipped over something, a very important part, which is the gift bags. So if you look up here, we have these wonderful gift bags, and they're donated by Temecula Valley Hospital. And you get to go do so many things. You're going to have to do some great walks around the block at your high school football fields just to burn off all the calories from all of the fun places that you get to go and dine at. And so you get some wonderful certificates for Corner Bakery from Bechet Enterprises, David Bechet. Get to go to Chick-fil-A. And Eastern Municipal Water District has some special gifts for you as well as Jersey Mike subs. Get to go to a Lake Elsinore Storm game, and that will be a lot of fun. Richie's Real American Diner, which is owned by my parents, has a great meal for you. You get to come back to Sizzler. You get to go shopping at the Promenade, and you even get to go horseback riding if you want. That'll be a lot of fun. Temecula Olive Oil Company, you get to go visit their olive oil ranch. Is a really cool place. And Western Municipal Water District has some gifts for you. And Which Superior Sandwiches also has a gift certificate for you. And that's Sandy Word right there, Miss Sandy. So raise your hand high. So really appreciate that. And one of the things that's so cool about being Student of the Month is you get to write thank you notes. And you might say, well, who am I going to send them to? Well, we've taken care of that because Brooke has put together this wonderful 2-page, I think this is what, 11 by 14, 17 page sheet of all of the names and addresses of everyone you get to write thank you notes. And remember, a thank you note is handwritten, and it's not, you don't say THX for thanks. You write out the whole word. So I have to say that because we do get some cute renditions of thank you notes. So just letting you know now. But do consider it an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to write that many thank you notes to the businesses that are very faithful to our program. And I just also realized, because I'm looking at Miss Debbie. So Debbie, I did not introduce you with our Milgard Windows and Doors as scholarship. So I passed right over you, not on purpose. So thank you. Raise your hand, Miss Debbie. She's awesome. And so now our students, so we're so excited about this. Our program This is normally the order of our program. We're going to make just a little minor adjustment this morning. We're going to start with Linfield, and then we're going to move up Rancho Vista and Susan Nelson after Linfield, and then we will conclude with Temecula Valley High, Chaparral High, and Great Oak High School. And so the way that the program will work is we'll call up each school, and you'll all come together with the principal behind the podium, our student right here, and family alongside the student, and our mentor teacher right here. And during the time, we have about 5 minutes per student, is the principal will have about 1 minute. Our students will have about 2.5 minutes, and in that 2.5 minutes, you'll do the following. You'll introduce your family and guest, you'll introduce your mentor teacher, you'll share just a little bit about your college and career goals and a little bit about your current life on campus. And then we're going to ask you to answer one or more of the following questions. And they are, what do you believe is your greatest contribution to your school, community, or family? What do you think is the most significant life lesson that you will take with you to college? How do you plan on giving back to our community or paying it forward? Or sharing a personal story that demonstrates an obstacle that you have overcome. And then students, when you share one of those, you'll want to say that the greatest life lesson I've learned or an obstacle that I've overcome is, and then that way we know that you've answered it. Otherwise, we might interject and just say, remember to answer one of the questions. And then we'll have your mentor teacher speak for about 1 minute, and then the concluding remarks will be from one of your family members, and they'll have about 1 minute. So with that, we have some tissue right under here because sometimes we have tears of joy. And so just to let you know, we have a little bit of tissue. The microphone goes up and down, and you just want to speak clearly into the microphone. And then we're going to ask you to stand real close to one another because Stephen is getting everyone in that camera, and we don't want any big gaps. So with that, we're going to begin with Holly Wilson in the Linfield Christian School.
Good morning. Good, good, good. All right. Chamber of Commerce, thank you so much for sharing your time, your talents, your resources to make this program a possibility for us. We are extremely grateful for that and thankful every month. I know I speak for all the principals. Thank you for this. Linfield's Student of the Month is Alex Perez. Alex was a little busy last night. She was at a banquet signing her scholarship for playing softball for Cal. So this has been a fun 2 days for her. But the thing about Alex is she has been committed to Cal since her freshman year. And I remember I was her Bible teacher that first year, and you wouldn't know that she already had a D1 scholarship. Humble. Softball is what she did. It wasn't what defined her. And so I got to know this young lady, and I remember as a freshman thinking, she's a remarkable human being. I've met thousands of students, and Alex, you are remarkable. And yesterday I was pondering, what do I say about Alex? How do I even define her? And I walked out into the hallways, and there was this on our receptionist, and it's a picture of Alex. Of course, we use her for advertising. But it says it on here, leader, mentor, servant, scholar, I am a lion. And it has her mentoring a young child. And I went, this is it. This is Alex. Alex has led so humbly and has been so kind and so gracious. She cares about every individual. I know at the beginning of the year, if I know that there's a student that's struggling, I can go to Alex and say, this person needs a friend, and she's on it. But I've seen something very unique this year as a senior, is she's come to realize that she can do it all. She's capable. She's an incredible scholar. She's involved in so many activities. She's this year she chose to play volleyball and has never played volleyball, correct?
In middle school.
In middle school. So senior year, she comes on the court and is chosen captain. But what this I have seen in her that's so special is that she has this humble confidence and now has stepped into that, realizes that those are gifts and talents given to her by her Lord. And so, Alex, I love you. I've been waiting for this since you were a freshman. So Linfield's Student of the Month for November, Alex Perez.
So to my left, I have my parents, Catherine and Paul Perez, and to my right, this is my calculus BC teacher, Mr. Brown. So in the fall, I plan on attending the University of California, Berkeley to play collegiate softball. And although I'm going in undeclared, whatever I major in, whether it be education, nutrition and toxicology, or psychology, I know that I want to serve others and work with people. As far as my high school senior year is going, it's by far the best year of high school. Starting with going to Haiti in the summer with people who've become my best friends, and then playing volleyball in the fall. In addition, I'm playing club softball year-round, as I will play in the spring, and participating in a number of clubs in ASB and as an athletic representative, and in addition, going to many Bible studies around campus and mission trips, as well as I'll be going to Mexico next weekend down to an orphanage. So my life at Linfield is filled with community. As if you know Linfield, you know we're all about community. Lots and lots of extracurriculars, and most importantly, Jesus Christ. One thing that I would leave for the community, having been born in Murrieta, even though I live in Temecula now, is that in the small organization, Murrieta Valley Girls Softball Association that I played in when I was little, I never thought of going to college somewhere to go play. I just kind of went out and got ice cream at the little Rite Aid next door. But what I learned is that I can be an example, not only in the community here, but as a collegiate athlete for girls that are in a small area such as Murrieta and Temecula, that they can go out and really pursue the highest goals spiritually and physically. Thank you.
All right, so at Linfield, we do these things called shout-outs, and shout-outs are brief moments when somebody shares with somebody else directly what something noteworthy or outstanding that they have done. And so I thought I'd take this opportunity to give a shout-out to Alex. So in Matthew 22:37-39, Jesus lays out the two greatest commandments. He says, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and foremost commandment, and the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself." Alex, the way I've seen these commandments come alive in your life is awe-inspiring. You are growing to love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind, and this is impacting our school. You pursue excellence in all you do. You are always looking for opportunities to help and care for others. I think to the times in my class when you lovingly help a classmate with their work, the times you lift up and encourage your teammates on the softball field and the volleyball court, and the times I've seen you come alongside your friends to encourage them. You are always there for your peers, and they know it. Alex, you are a gifted leader. You have many roles this year that have people looking to you for leadership, and you carry them all with grace. You are always looking to serve those around you, and you look out for their best interests. You truly are loving your neighbor as yourself, and people are watching. You are making the impact that you do not realize. Through the rest of your time at Linfield and going into college, my prayer is that you continue to walk with God and that you trust Him in all your ways. If you continue in this, He will do more in your life than you could ever ask or imagine. Thank you for making Linfield a better place.
Good morning, and thanks for being here. I want to thank the Chamber for having these students here today. Mom and Dad are kind of emotional people, so if I break up a little bit. Can't even get to the first word here. Just extremely proud. The leadership that this child has, God, I can't even talk. The leadership that she has in our own house. I wish I had somebody to fill in, sorry. Just, I'll try to get through it. She's just the impact she has in our own house for her 3 younger sisters. I couldn't ask for anything more. I hope that says enough. The people that know her, I always tell people, you don't really know how people look at your child. You know, people say she's this or she's that, and obviously on the softball field, you know, she's been getting accolades for years, and I always tell her I am so much more proud of her for her character than how far she can hit the ball or throw a pitch. And I'm looking forward for her continuing. There we go. For her continuing her leadership. It's emotional just because she's our first one, and for God to give us her as number one to lead the rest is just amazing to me, and I thank him for that.
I warned him. All right, and now we have front representing both Rancho Vista High School and Susan H. Nelson. It's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Reggie Ingram.
Good morning, everyone. First off, I'd like to start off by thanking Sally Myers and the Chamber of Commerce and all the sponsors for putting on this breakfast this morning. Also like to congratulate all the students here today. Our Rancho student is unable to attend today due to personal reasons, but I do like to share her story with you today. So my number one job at Rancho Vista High School is to support students and to help them. And my number one goal is to save our students, and that is to graduate. So Lauren came to us last year, her junior year, and she was an at-risk student. And so my number one thing is to find a program that will fit our students' needs and make sure they're successful in graduating. So Lauren was a difficult case here, so I had to struggle all year last year trying to find a program that fit her needs. And we struggled throughout the whole year. At the end of the year last year, I've been working with MSJC about a junior college program that our students can enroll at MSJC in the fall. So we have that program this year. I asked Lauren last year, would you be interested in entering this program? And she said, sure, Mr. Ingham, I would love to do that. So I enrolled her in the program. It's 2 courses at our school through MSJC. It's a different Lauren this year. She comes to our school, she's happy, she's always walking around with a smile on her face, she's in the classrooms during lunchtime, working on her assignments or at break. I ran into her about a month ago and I asked her, I said, Lauren, how's everything going? How's your school? She looked at me, she goes, Mr. Ingham, I need to ask you a question about those 2 courses that you call that are MSJC courses. I said, okay, Lauren, what's your question? Are they really MSJC courses? Yes, they are, Lauren. Are they the textbooks from MSJC? Yes, they are, Lauren. What about the curriculum? Yes, they are, Lauren. It is those courses. We have to follow the curriculum from MSJC. She looked at me and said, Mr. Ingham, you know what? I want to go to college now. I believe I can do this now. Because of those 2 courses, Mr. Ingham, I want to go to MSJC in the fall. So now we have a different Lauren here on campus. Last quarter, she completed 55 credits. She is now on track to graduate and on track to graduate early. Her goal is to attend MSJC in fall. I'm extremely proud of this young lady for all the work she has done in a short period of time. She is now focused, self-driven, and she has a goal. Her goal is to attend MSJC in the fall and with hope to transferring to a UC later on after 2 years. So I'm sorry she's not here today, but I certainly wanted to share her story with you today. So thank you. Our other student of the month is Isabel and her family. If you can please come up, from Susan H. Nelson. It is my honor to introduce Susan H. Nelson, Student of the Month, Isabella. She is an exceptional student. She demonstrates our school's core value as an independent learner. When I think of Isabella, I think of a student who is self-driven and focused. Isabella will be graduating early this year, and it's all due to her hard work. She is a student who strives to do her best on every assignment and has an outstanding work ethics. Last week, I had an opportunity to talk to Isabella, and she informed me that her future goal was to attend UC Davis or UC Riverside in the fall and major in criminal justice. Her hope is to be a police officer. She informed me that this morning, with hopes of attending the police academy in LA or San Diego. Isabella is highly recommended by all the staff at Susan H. Nelson as a brilliant example of what a good student can be. They describe Isabella as a mature and disciplined student who has an excellent writing skills. Isabella is a very bright future, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for her. It is my pleasure to introduce Susan H. Nelson's November Student of the Month, Isabella.
I got my mom, Alma, here, my grandma, my grandpa, and my dad, Terry, and then my teacher, Mr. Filippini. I want to become a cop because I always feel protective. I have 2 older sisters, and I don't know, it's just what my parents taught me. And my senior year, I'll be graduating next week actually, so pretty excited. And the most significant lesson I've learned that I'm going to be taking with me to college is that if you really want something, you're going to have to work for it. I always I wasn't the most motivated kid, but I always thought luck or handouts would come to me, but if you really want to be successful or see improvements, you gotta have to work for it, and you need to put effort in. And I'm thankful for my mentors in my life, my mom and my dad, and also my sisters who aren't here, that you just really gotta try, and I really thank them for that. So, thank you.
Oh. Good morning. Thank you to Mrs. Myers and the Chamber for so wonderful a celebration. Looking around, this is my first time here, I noticed this lovely photograph of hot air balloons. And it reminds me of the students here. They're all replete with color, full of potential, and they're getting ready to ascend to ever greater heights. In keeping with the pastor's earlier prayer, and as it was mentioned earlier, Isabella graduating in 1 week, just before Thanksgiving, seems particularly fitting today. As our superintendent alluded to, for all, Isabella actually does have a truly rare and unique gift. She is a natural writer of the highest caliber. Her reflective content, robust vocabulary, and ability to turn a phrase are exceptional. The flow of her work is effortless and both easy to understand and follow. Stunningly, her handwritten compositions often do not contain a single erasure. Her ideas seem to flow out already fully formed. She is simply a sensational communicator. Isabella, I believe you are one of the few individuals who could successfully pursue a viable career in writing if you chose. It has been a distinct pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alma. I'm Isabella's mom. We have 2 other daughters, older daughters. One is in Detroit for an academic and athletic scholarship. Our second one is in LA for film school. And Isabella here, we always tell her that she's our favorite. But little does she know that we tell each and every one of them they're our favorite. You know. You know, one of the things that I'd love to share about Bella, or we actually call her Bella instead of Isabella because that's her nickname. One of the things I'd love to share about her is that she has a great big heart and she's very compassionate to others. She loves animals and she loves people and working with people. She volunteered at the mission and as well as the shelter with animals. So one of the things that we love about her is her compassion and big heart. We've seen her throughout the years just love school, but like she said, she always loved to take the shortcut and always tried to find the fastest way to get to the end result. But as we've told her that, you know, putting in the effort and hard work really does pay off. And in the last 2 years, we've seen her work really hard at school. She's matured and she's got such a great basis for study habits that will definitely help her in college. So we're very, very proud of her in doing that. And as Mr. Filippini says, that she is a great writer. And so we expect a lot of good things from her in the future in writing because she is just a very fluent writer and we're very proud of that. And before I forget, I wanted to thank the Chamber as well as Sally Myers and the sponsors for putting this together. It's been very nice and we're very happy that you guys done this. So thank you. And thank you to Mr. Filippini for encouraging her. Just excellent teacher, so thank you. So thank you.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal from Temecula Valley High School, Mrs. Sofia Hernandez.
Just get close. Okay. Thank you to everyone that supports and works so diligently at ensuring that this meaningful event takes place. It is my pleasure to be standing next to one of Temecula Valley's exceptional students. Kirsten exemplifies all of our Golden Bear values. She not only thrives within our community, she contributes to it. She is one of the founders of Caring for Temecula and gives her time to ONF, our Nicholas Foundation. In her 4 years at TV, Kirsten has been a model avid student and has challenged herself year after year with a rigorous course load. She's enrolled in advanced placement, dual enrollment, and is currently enrolled in a course at MSJC. There are many, many dimensions to Kirsten. She's not only a philanthropist and a scholar, she's also an artist who excels at playing the piano and is learning to play the guitar. She's even a contributor to The Cave, our yearly publication of student poetry. All in all, she sets the standard of what we expect from our Temecula Valley Golden Bears. I'm honored to introduce Kirsten Dunaway.
Hello, I'm Kirsten Dunaway, and today I have with me my mother, Michelle, my Aunt Jennifer, and my little cousin, Selena, and I have my father, and then I have my AP literature teacher, Mr. Charles, who nominated me for this award. I just want to say congratulations to everybody who received an award today, and thank you to everybody who made this possible. High school is a very tough place. I think we can all relate to that, and I have learned many lessons. One lesson I learned is to put in the effort now. I do overwhelm myself with work, but I know that this is all temporary and that everything works out for the best. I've learned that as long as I've the constant support of my friends and family and teachers, I can face anything in my path. Life is not easy, as there are many twists and turns. During these stressful or tough times, I have learned that there is only a small portion of what is to come, and whatever happens, happens for a reason, so we may learn and grow from these experiences. Overall, I have learned to find happiness in everything I do, even if times are tough. I would like to share a quote that really relates to this, and it is, "We are all just stories in the end. just make sure to make it a good one. And I believe that we are the authors of our own book, and we must make every page eventful. My goals for after high school is to either pursue a job as a criminal profiler, majoring in criminology and psychology, or possibly teach AP psych for high school students. And again, I just want to thank everybody who made this possible. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Jason Charles. I'm the AP English teacher who gets to brag about my students, and thank you all for all the great work that you do. So congratulations, Kirsten, and thank you everybody. I would like to address the prayer that we said this morning about Thanksgiving. I thought that was very impactful and meaningful. It was my pleasure to teach my freshmen earlier this week about how George Washington initiated the Thanksgiving Proclamation because of the government, both houses working together to say, this is something that needs to be made a law. And in reading George Washington's remarks about this, he said, we need to celebrate Thanksgiving, and it is true that it gives us many personal benefits, that we individually are better and stronger and wiser when we give thanks. But George Washington said, there is a benefit to other nations when the United States of America is giving thanks to the Lord and the community that makes them great. So it's interesting to me that not only do our families thrive, and do we grow individually, but the world is a better place because of thankfulness. And that's really why I nominated Kirsten for this award. I know that she's a good student, I know that she works hard, and I know that her life is going to be okay. But what I notice in her is this virtue and this quality that is outward facing. I will teach a lesson in class like I did just the other day. This week we were studying Frankenstein, and we were talking about the importance of community versus the struggle of individual obsession, and how when we separate ourselves from community, it's a dark place to be. This is the struggle that Frankenstein has and the struggle that his creature has. So when we unite with friends and with one another in a community, good things happen and we thrive. Kirsten then took that lesson and brought it to the ASB student meeting. And it's interesting that I have a good day in class when my students learn, but I don't know that they're taking stuff like this outside of the class and impacting our school community and impacting the world. She told me today, she's the literary magazine director at our campus. She reads a bunch of poetry and decides what gets in and what doesn't get into our magazine. But she was telling me today about how she wants to get other people involved in that process. So she's taking leadership and moving it outward and including other people in it. So these are the qualities that make Kirsten stand out. Not just that she's a fantastic person, not just that she's doing great things academically, but that she literally takes everything that's put into her and she makes the world a better place. And I think that that's what our founding fathers had in mind. I think that's what America really stands for. We're here for the benefit of everybody, and I want to thank everybody for contributing to that great work. Thank you and congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle. I'm Kirsten's mom. I'm just honored to be here to celebrate everyone this morning, all the students. I want to congratulate them and their achievements. What a privilege. I want to thank the sponsors, the Chamber of Commerce, Sizzler for putting this on, and for Mrs. Hernandez for being here, and Mr. Charles, Kirsten's teacher, who nominated her. If I had to describe my daughter, Kirsten, in just a few words, it would be that she's an achiever. She puts her mind to what she does. She's honest, and her character shows that. She just has a compassion for life, and like her instructor said, drawing others in. I'm just proud of all that she achieves, and she works really hard, and she just goes above and beyond 110% of anything that she does. She usually finishes schoolwork early, offers to help others who are struggling, just being a mentor, walking alongside others, and being grateful for what she has. And I'd like again to thank all the people for being here and all the students, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
So it's my pleasure to introduce the Assistant Principal of Chaparral High School, David Schlattman.
Good morning. My name is David Schlattman. I'm proud to be one of the assistant principals over at Chaparral High, and I'm very pleased to introduce Andra Deacon as our Student of the Month. I just want to let you know that Mrs. Deas couldn't be here this morning, but she is very proud of you, and she says congratulations to both of you. I usually deal with the 9th and 10th graders at the high school, so I don't always get a chance to meet the seniors. But I was thinking, like, how do I know Andra? I know her from somewhere, and it was a year ago that we were at an event celebrating the fact that Andra is bilingual, and she learned how to speak Spanish in high school, something I didn't actually happen to do. So I do speak now, but really amazingly, she has been celebrated along with a bunch of other students at our high school for learning another language. The Seal of Biliteracy is something that the Riverside County Office of Education has started, and Andra is completely bilingual in English and Spanish. And just so you know, becoming bilingual isn't just about learning verb endings and tenses and all that stuff. You really have to enter into the feel and the flow of what another language and culture is all about. So as we've been speaking about, the spirit of someone and what their essence is, getting out of yourself, having to learn things from a different perspective and see what's up in a different language even, is part of what Andra is all about. And of course, that's only part of the story. She's got the grades. We didn't always check the grades, of course, but it's been from 6th grade. She's had straight A's and some A+, so it's pretty amazing. Very consistent. And extracurricular, she has been part of the Red Cross Club. She's a co-president. She is also president of the Rho Kappa Honor Society, and they have worked on the Rally for Rockport, which is about giving relief items to victims of the hurricane in Texas. So lots of good extracurricular activities, but I gotta tell you, the thing that impressed me the most in talking with Andra was I asked her about this. Now check this out. I said, what was your most memorable moment in high school? And she said, I like working hard, and when I do, I get a sense of accomplishment. I thought about that. That's interesting. I was expecting to hear some event that she was a part of, but it was more about the process. It was more about who she was and who she was becoming in high school. That she's thinking that I like to work hard. I like it how I feel when I work hard. And if you've ever had any doubt about whether we can turn over the next generation to the next generation, our world, I think we've got someone here who exemplifies that the spirit of can-do, works hard, takes responsibility, and feels good about it. And that's not something we always hear about millennials, but we do have a great one in front of us, and very proud of her. Lastly, I just would like to say that in asking her about her future, she was talking about working, doing something, studying environmental engineering and also studying political science. And I thought, wow, look at that. Here's somebody who wants to save the planet and serve the community. And we've talked about essence, and that is the essence and the spirit of our Student of the Month, Andra Deacon. Andra.
Hi, good morning. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Schlattman for the introduction. So as you already know, my name is Andra Deacon, and I'm currently senior at Chaparral High. I'd like to introduce the two ladies I brought with me today, my mom and my calculus teacher of 2 years, Mrs. McNulty. Both of these women have powerfully impacted my life in more ways than I can describe, and every day they continue to push me to be the best person that I possibly can be. I'm very grateful to have both of them in my life, and they're a constant source of inspiration and ambition for me. So I'd like to take this time to talk about my heritage and its impact on me. So my parents both came here as immigrants from Romania with basically nothing, and they've worked hard for everything they have today. They've accomplished so much and sacrificed so much for their children, and they've pushed me to take advantage of every opportunity around me. Their work ethic and motivation to accomplish their goals was passed on to me, and I've always strived to mimic their drive for success. I would say that the greatest life lesson I've learned from them is that with enough hard work, even what seems impossible can be accomplished. However, I also realize that I've been given opportunities that not everyone around me has. Thankfully, I have a supportive family, school, and community, and I've always been encouraged by those around me to have high aspirations and constantly work towards my goals. I'm very proud of my achievements, but I can definitely say that I would not have been able to accomplish all that I have without this supportive environment, of which I'm very grateful for. I'd also like to thank everyone involved with this program for taking the time and effort to acknowledge students like myself, because recognition is validation of hard work. Thank you for supporting me and others here in our academic success.
Hi, I'm Ann McNulty, and I have the good fortune of being able to teach. I know some of you are thinking this is not good fortune, but some high-level math at Chaparral High School for the past 20 years. And for some people, when you think of math, you think of it's just numbers. And okay, so maybe you're okay at math and you just think it's numbers. And then some people go a little higher and they think, well, wait, maybe math is something I can use to figure other stuff out with. Those like science people, they say, let me have that math. And then some people look at math and realize it's this beautiful pattern and it's this gorgeous structure of abstract thought. Okay, there's like the 3 levels. I'm going to build up to Andra, so we're getting there. Some students, they come to school, they're there, they fill the seat, and then they leave, and maybe it's not for them. Some students get good grades, good for them. And then some students are there to learn, and they're there to grab all the information and take it deep inside and see what's really going on. And then there are some people who we live and we just exist. You know, I mean, some of us, some days are like that, aren't they? You can get up and you got to go and you got to take care of business. And some people stop to think about why we're here. And then some people actually make this world a better place by being in it. It's not just why am I here, it's why am I here, and I'm going to do something with that to make my environment and everything around me better. Andra Deacon is that 3rd level on every single thing I just mentioned. She is not only an absolutely phenomenal student, she gets the grades. She's #1 in a class of over 800 kids. But that's not why I thought of Andra. It's not the actual accomplishment. It's the fact that everything she does with such thoughtfulness, and she grabs a hold of it and takes it deep inside and conquers it and masters it. And by doing that, in the room, the kids around her, it's like this weird shadow effect. And if I have kids who are struggling, I put them near Andra, because she's not just smart. Being smart is cool, but being smart and being able to explain to other people and treat people with compassion and help them learn and become better, it's that ripple effect, and that's what she does. There are days when she asks me a question and I question everything I know. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know anything, what's happening to me? Because she asks the exact right question that makes me question myself and what I'm trying to teach. I don't know very many people that can do that, because she can get through all the levels of trivia and get to the clear essence of what's going on, whether it's with a school subject, whether it's with a social issue, whether it's with kids in the room. She can take all that and just get right to the source. And that takes a very clear, analytical, beautiful mind. The thing is, I've taught calculus for 20 years, and in the 20 years I've done this, I've had every single valedictorian, every single salutatorian, and I have students that have gotten PhDs from Oxford, and I mean, these kids are absolutely amazing. She has one of the finest minds out of the 20 years that I've been doing this, and I cannot wait to see what she does in her life and with this world. And I'm hoping you stick with the law part, and we'll make Ruth Bader Ginsburg hang on there at the Supreme Court long enough that we can get you up there, because that's what you have, that ability. And I am very excited just to be a part of her life. Congratulations, Andra.
I'm not going to cry. I'm such a proud mother, and I have the privilege to be here for a second time in 3 years, and thank you so much, Mrs. Myers, for making this possible. And I'm very thankful towards City of Temecula, Chamber of Commerce, and all the sponsors who are here today to celebrate our children. Thank you, Temecula School District, and wonderful teachers. And thank you so much
Mrs. McNulty. You are a mentor to Andra, down to the sandals, the Birkenstocks, and math and academics that you are teaching. It's Andra, she's brilliant. And she's very passionate of what she believes in. She believes in human rights and minority rights and women's rights. She believes in environment and maintaining and protecting it. And I know our future is in a better place with having young women such as my daughter, such as my Andra, you know, choosing to fight for what she believes in the best possible way, which is to getting the best education that is available. And I'm very confident that Andra would be able to succeed everything she puts her mind to it. She's brilliant, and she's caring, and she's passionate. And I will be here to cheer her all the way to the greatness that she's going to achieve. Thank you.
Next up is our Great Oak High School principal, Amy Ricken.
Well, good morning. No pressure on going last this morning. Thank you to Sally and our chamber and all of our amazing sponsors back there. I know some of you came this morning. I didn't see everyone stand up individually, but we're just as a community, and I know from the perspective of Temecula Valley Unified School District and Great Oak High School, this community, when they put their minds to it, can accomplish anything. And I'm so thankful and appreciative as one of the administrators on our campus. Anytime we reach out to our community partners, they just show up in droves and they provide whatever it is that we need. So thank you very much for coming this morning. It's such a special way to start your day, right? We're here to celebrate and I think just praise this amazing Elise, who is our Great Oak High School Student of the Month. And last night I had the opportunity to hand out academic awards to our seniors. We had 175 seniors that for 4 consecutive years have maintained a 4.0 or higher. And Elise is one of those students who could easily be the valedictorian on most high schools in Southern California. She's a full international baccalaureate diploma candidate, and that carries with it a healthy stress, we call at Great Oak. But the thing in talking to her English teachers, her science teachers, her math teachers that was so phenomenal to hear is, as Superintendent Ritter alluded this morning, it's all the intangibles. It's all those things that she wakes up every single day and brings to our campus in a way that gives back to her peers and to the staff that know and love her. She's been described as an inquisitive learner, a ray of sunshine, passionate. She's a sheer joy. She's inclusive, and she has a way of drawing out those more quiet peers and including them in conversations and academic discussion. She's a critical thinker, and above all, she's humble. You would never know the levels of academic and personal success that this young lady has had. She walks around just smiling at everyone, giving back, bringing joy. And we can't wait to see what she's going to accomplish because we know it's going to be amazing things. So congratulations, Elise.
Good morning, everyone. As it's already been stated, I'm Elise Ostrowski, and I'm here today with my mom, Holly, my grandma, Terry, and my favorite teacher I've ever had, Mr. Sequels, my psychology teacher. My plan for the future is to hopefully attend a 4-year university. I'd really like to go to UCLA, but who knows if that's going to happen. And I'd like to earn a degree in biochemistry or virology or something along those lines, and found my own research or pharmaceutical company dedicated to the eradication of disease and the production of medicine.
My senior year has been great so far. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm also, hoping for graduation to hurry it up a little bit. I think the most significant life lesson that I will take with me to college is the importance of perseverance. As Mrs. Ricken already mentioned, I'm an international baccalaureate diploma candidate, but for the past 2 years I've been suffering from an autoimmune/chronic pain disorder known as fibromyalgia that causes constant headaches and exhaustion. And so through this combination of my academic life and my personal one, I've learned that even though obstacles seem overwhelming, even on the days you can barely function, you can get through it and you will succeed. And so I'd like to pay back to my community by helping people and through the production of medicine and helping other people who suffer from similar disorders as myself. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. I'm so honored to be here. Thank you so much to Mrs. Sally Myers and all the sponsors who put hard work and dedication into this. Thank you for honoring me and all the other students.
Good morning. That's quite a title she gave me. It's a good day to be a teacher, right? To be around everybody and all the wonderful students that we have here. That's really a remarkable thing. And Elise she's a giver. Last year was the first year I taught IB psychology, and it was, it's nerve-wracking to start a new class. And Elise is right there in the center. She's in the back of my room, and she's looking at me. And I knew after a while that what she was saying was, hey, you got this, But when you stand up there and they're looking at you, it's, oh, you better say something smart. Because otherwise. So I got a chance this year. She was really grateful enough to ask me to do her letter of recommendation, and I always get a chance to talk to the students and kind of interview them and learn about them. And I was surprised to learn and really encouraged that she wanted to go into immunology. I had known that she was suffering from fibromyalgia, and I kind of knew all the stuff she wanted to do, but that really sort of embodies Elise, that she takes something that she's suffering through, something that she's going through, and really wants to turn it around. Really wants to give back. And I mean, Mrs. Ricken is right. Everybody, she's a ray of sunshine. When you mention her name among other teachers, it really is kind of like a whole body sigh, right? Everyone's like, oh, that's Elise, right? It's wonderful. We really love having her in the classroom. And she's just that excellent student. She's also very good at wrangling some of the more boisterous students and getting them to do their work. So someone who is constantly positive and doesn't really let you know what she's going through, but sort of turns that around and is able to give back to everybody else. And I'm really encouraged to hear that that's what she would like to do with her life, that she really is inspired to try and improve the lives of others, mostly based on the things that she's gone through in the hope that she can better humanity. It's a great thing. So congratulations, Elise.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Holly Ostrowski, and I'm Elise's mom. And first, I'd just like to thank the Chamber and Sally and all of the sponsors for making it possible for all of the students to be honored here today. As a parent, we all hope that people see our child the way that we see them. You see her in a much better light than I think I do. Because I see her when she's with her brother and doing some other things. But you don't ever want to be that parent who's like, my kid is so great, and everybody's like, no, not so much. So I knew from an early age that Elise was going to have perseverance and determination, because even at 3 and 4 years old, when I was trying to teach her how to read and do things, I'll do it, kind of go away, Mommy, I've got this. So it's exciting to see that she's blossomed and become this amazing young person, and is no longer the little person hiding behind my leg in the grocery store. I am thankful for Elise every day. So to go back to the beginning of thankfulness, I just feel so blessed and honored that she chose me to be her parent. And I thank you for crying too, because I knew I was going to. I just want to say that you're the kind of person that I want to be, and you make me proud every day. So thank you. No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Now we're going to bring back the amazing Sally Myers.
Well, that was pretty incredible. I definitely had to use my napkin a few times. And I want to thank each of you students and families for sharing from your heart. It's not easy to come into a room and sometimes share with just people you know, but let alone open up to everyone in a room that you don't know and share. But what I love about Student of the Month is by the time we end, we know everybody in the room. And so I get excited about that. I like to take copious notes of all of the students and the things that you say, and just a little summary of the students. So I'm going to ask Alexandra to please stand. There you are, Miss Alexandra, just a lovely young woman you are. And I'm so excited about your softball career, and I'm excited that you're going to this wonderful liberal university as a Christian. I thought it's so exciting. I'm just thrilled for you. And what I absolutely love is that how you have this desire and passion to be an example to others around you, and how you talked about pursuing high goals, both spiritually and physically. And it's neat how God can bring all those gifts and talents together in this one beautiful package as yourself, and the fact that you want to pursue excellence and that you have a servant's heart. So I know you're going to do incredible. So thank you very much. And Kirsten, another incredible young lady. So we're just so excited about you and all that you've accomplished. And I love the fact when you talked about your lesson and you said that to be able to put in your effort now, that is a great trait to be able to have. And that you find happiness in everything you do. That talks about your heart, that talks about your attitude, your positive nature, and people will love to be around you for that very reason, and that you go the extra mile. So congratulations to you. And from Rancho Vista High, Lauren, who is not here today because she is going to get a video of this, so it's very important that she knows that we got to chat a little bit about her. And the fact that Reggie shared that she had some struggles, but yet she was able to overcome those and conquer those. So Lauren, when you see this, we just want you to know how proud we are of you, and that your goals are to go to a UC school, and that you're very focused, and that you got re-inspired to be able to do the right thing. So congratulations to you, Lauren. And Isabella. So Isabella, another wonderful young lady. We have all ladies here this morning. There's a message in that, right? And so Isabella, another woman interested in criminal justice, doing the right thing, and being really a person that wants to nurture, to be able to do the right thing and to protect others. And the fact that you want to be a mentor in that justice area, but doing truly what is right. And it's neat how they talked about how you have a big heart and an awesome work ethic. You're an amazing writer, and I know you will do wonderful in that field of criminal justice. So congratulations. Andra. And you are another incredible young lady. I love the fact that you're bilingual. That is really cool. And it's neat to hear your story that your family came over from Romania, and it's neat to have you back. So that is fun. And just the fact that you have this great appreciation for your family and their work ethic and what they've taught you, and that you like to work hard, but it's not just working hard, but you're accomplishing a goal, but yet you enjoy the process of working hard. And the fact, as Ms. Minalti was saying, that you really like those great opportunities to be able to learn and to digest and to grasp and then determine how you can be effective to those around you. So congratulations, and we know you're going to do awesome. Thank you. And Elise, another darling young lady. who has this heart of gold, I can tell, and love the fact that you're interested in biochemistry and that you want to go into the field of medicine to be able to help others that have struggled in the same way that you have. And honestly, you can't tell you have this very sweet presence around you, this sweet heart. And I love the fact that they talked about you being a giver and being a great example and being able to come along others and show others that may be struggling for whatever reason, show them the way. And that is really neat. So I love your never give up attitude. So congratulations to you. So at the very end, I'd like to share a word by John Maxwell. He is an author, he's a pastor, he's a motivational speaker, and we use a lot of his materials when we're training our staff. And the word that we're going to talk about today is the word kind. So we're going to hear what Maxwell says.
Reverend Andrea Peterson from Toronto, Canada, who is a pastor to seniors, wants me to talk about the word kind. And Andrea, I can understand that. If you have a ministry to senior citizens, there is nothing that you perhaps can give them more than kindness. I was in New York City sitting in the office of a major marketing executive. She looked across the table to me, and this brilliant lady in this office that looked over Central Park said to me words one day that I'll never forget. She said, what I try to do every day more than anything else is to be kind to people. I've just discovered, she said, that kindness counts. I left that high-profile lady in that high-profile office that day, and as I took the elevator back down to the main floor to go out on the streets of New York City, I continue to remember what she said to me. No matter how spectacular you are, if you really want to touch people, just be kind. People really migrate to kindness.
This is why they migrate to you, and this is why that you are our November Student of the Month. So as Monty said, we're very thankful for each one of you. And I know that Debbie Herrera and Jeff Stone's office, they were talking about our veterans, and so we do want to be thankful for our veterans. It is on Saturday where we get to honor them in a special way. And I just want to say at Sizzler, we are offering our veterans a complimentary meal, so if you know any veterans, be sure to send them in on Saturday, and we've got thank you cards and everything that we have for them as well. So with that, we want to conclude our program. We're going to ask all the students to grab their bags. We're going to go out front. We're going to take a wonderful picture of you. Sponsors, if you can stick around for a few minutes, we'll take our first picture with our sponsors, and then we've got some pictures for dignitaries and families. So thank you so much, and may God richly bless you. Thank you.